Hey everybody, welcome to a brand new episode of the Civil Canadians. I'm here with
X Plays, check out my channel.
I'm here with X Plays. It's been a big week for Marvel news. So basically, Kevin Feige was doing press for Spider-Man Far From Home, and he was asked a lot of questions. Now we know Kevin Feige is not a liar; he always tells the truth, right?
Yeah.
He may direct some answers around, but for the most part, he always tells the truth. Now, the first thing was just because he was doing Spider-Man Far From Home press, someone asked him, "Would Venom ever cross over with Spider-Man?" Now, it Kevin Feige says it's up to Sony. So, what do you think? Is this a good idea or bad idea for Venom to come to the Spider-Man movies, or Spider-Man to go to Venom?
Honestly, I think it's a good idea because it would make I can't speak. It would bring more diversity to the MCU than it already has. Spider-Man for Sony has kind of flopped, in my opinion. They didn't. So for Sony to have just the rights over Venom and bring him to Spider-Man, I think it would be a good idea. Sony would make more money by saying, "Hey, we want to expand. We want more opportunities," and giving Venom to Marvel would be a good move, in my opinion.
So now let's not forget, Sony owns Spider-Man. Sony owns the rights, so Sony can do whatever they want.
That's what I'm saying.
So now, because they make so much money with Spider-Man, you think they'll make double the money with Venom?
Well, Venom is probably one of my favorite super villains.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites too.
So by giving the rights of Spider-Man back to Marvel is a decently good move. And it's not like they're going to lose any money with the 50,000 consoles they've made, TVs. They've made more money, so they couldn't. I guess they would care less. They could care less if they lost rights to Spider-Man.
Well, it would hurt them pretty bad.
It would hurt them, but I think
because Spider-Man is keeping their movie franchise, like their movie studios, alive. Because Men in Black, I think, bombed. People didn't like it too much.
The new one?
Yeah, Men in Black International.
I haven't seen it. I heard it's good.
I haven't seen it too, but I did like the original with Will Smith. Have you seen the original?
I've seen half of it.
You're too young to see the whole thing. I think you'd be more creeped out than anything else. So let's move on. So Keanu Reeves. This is a big year for Keanu Reeves. He was in John Wick 3 this year, and he was in E3. So, what do you think?
E3. I can't say E3 was really good. I watched the whole hour and I think it was 2 hours.
You watched the whole conference?
I watched the whole conference.
With him and Cyberpunk 2077?
Cyberpunk,
whatever.
Cyberpunk, I'm definitely gonna play. I don't care what I have to do.
Did you pre-order yours?
Mm-mm.
I pre-ordered my copy. PS4, ladies and gentlemen. And no, this video is not sponsored by PlayStation.
No, it's not.
So what do you want to say about Keanu Reeves? And we have some interesting facts to share about Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. First, he's gonna be in a video game. We're gonna be talking about it. He could be in Marvel, so he could be the Silver Surfer in Fantastic Four, or he could be something else. I'd appreciate it if it wasn't.
Because this guy despises the Fantastic Four.
I hate it.
So basically the thing is with Keanu Reeves, Marvel, Kevin Feige have been talking to Keanu Reeves since the beginning. Just they never found a role for him to be in the MCU. Right. The thing is, right now he's in talks to be in the Eternals. I have no clue what the Eternals are. It was like, when Guardians of the Galaxy came out? Did anybody know who Guardians was? Did you know who the Guardians of the Galaxy was?
I knew a little about them.
I knew nothing about Guardians until the movie came out. I loved it. Now I like the Guardians. The Eternals is probably going to be the same situation. I know nothing. Now, if Keanu Reeves gets cast in the Eternal movie, I'm fine with it because I don't know nothing about the Eternals, so I couldn't care less which role he gets picked on for the Eternals. But the other speculation was Wolverine. He wanted to play Wolverine. I don't see him as Wolverine. Do you see him as Wolverine?
I see him as Wolverine.
I don't. Even though he's a Canadian, but I don't see him as a Wolverine. The other thing is the Silver Surfer, like you mentioned. Okay, I don't know physically if he can be the Silver Surfer, but for his vocals, he can be the Silver Surfer.
I don't know. I don't.
Well,
I don't care what he is as long as he's there.
so what do you think about him being Mr. Fantastic? Like you see in the thumbnail. No? So which role do you think he would be suit the best?
The best would be like maybe a villain for if they ever did maybe like a side hero movie. It would be a good that'd be a good villain option, or maybe a side character.
So which villain do you see him as? An Avengers villain, Spider-Man villain?
Spider-Man, no, because he's got his handful with Aquaman. I think it's Hydro. Is it Hydro? Is it Hydro Man?
Keanu, what are you talking about?
Is it so? He's got his hands full with Hydro Man. He's got his he has Mysterio to worry about. He has
Scorpion, Vulture.
Wait, they're gonna be in the movie?
Yeah, they were in Homecoming.
Oh, wait, Scorpion?
Scorpion was in Homecoming.
I didn't. He was.
Yeah, don't you remember the guy with the scorpion tattoo in the prison talking to him? He's like, "Oh, I know that you know who Spider-Man is."
I haven't watched that movie. It's like.
Well, you haven't watched it in 2 years since it came out.
Yeah.
But so I don't know who he can be. He could.
Villain would be the best option.
A
side villain, maybe. Like if they did the Black Widow movie, they could do him as a villain, like a Russian spy or.
Well, Black Widow movie's filming right now, and he's not cast as anything in that movie, so that's out of the question. He can be in maybe I don't know, maybe if they do a third Ant-Man, Doctor Strange, maybe.
Yeah. Wait, but did Doctor Strange lose his contract already?
No, he didn't. So we're moving on from Keanu Reeves. Now, Kevin Feige did state that they're going to re-release Avengers Endgame to theaters next week with extra footage. Now, he said this is not an extended cut. It's more going to be for the end of the movie after the credits. So you're going to get 7 minutes of additional footage, a deleted scene, and a tribute. What do you think? Would you go see Endgame again?
I would see it 100 more times. It's the best. I have no words. It's the best movie ever.
So your top 2 movies?
Top 2 movies, Endgame and
Infinity War?
No.
Civil War?
I didn't like it, not because Thanos won. I actually enjoyed that.
I liked it because Thanos did win.
That's not. I liked it because Thanos got his moment, but it's not one of my favorites. One of my favorites would either be Black Panther. I don't know. It's just the new movies, or maybe I don't know. I'll come back. I'll come back to it.
Okay, so Endgame is on top of his list. Would I go see it for the extra 7 minutes and the crazy traffic that's around my theater? Probably not. But if I have to be really in the mood, I already saw this movie 4 times already.
I only saw it once, but it's still the best movie.
Yeah, so I don't know if I really want to go watch it a 5th time or 4th time, 3rd time, 5th time. I don't even know.
I'd watch it a 7th time.
I would watch it on Blu-ray 4K, but I wouldn't go to the movies just for the 7 minutes. If all that stuff is going to be on the DVD, there's no point. I don't see the point of going, but I really love the movie.
I don't think it's going to be on CD, though, because what would be the point of putting it on, the theater if it's
to beat Avatar? I think it's only 40 million away from beating Avatar.
I didn't like Avatar. I don't know.
Avatar sucked. I did not like Avatar.
I don't know why it's such a popular movie. I never liked it.
Anyways, that's it for this week's episode. If you guys like this episode, hit a like, share, and subscribe it to all your friends. If you're into gaming, make sure you check out his channel, X Space Plays. He does a lot of Fortnite videos. And maybe soon other things. So yeah, see you soon. Be good.